Hi everybody, welcome to the first ever voice Stenchy Space Program video. I gotta assure you this probably won't be the last voice video I make, but it's a new thing, making voiced videos with this little commentary where I comment over pre-edited footage. This one over here is just the speed build for the craft that you'll be taking a look at in this video, which is the Eve Rover, something I built for the Eve collab that I'm doing with Jabuda and Mr. Kerbal Craft, who actually, started the whole Eve collab in the first place. They've added me to their roster of creators. I'm really happy to be working with them, and today's craft is just a very simple rover to scout out for landing possibilities for future service missions, which I might be doing, they might be doing. That's the point of a collab. So there's the completed rocket on the pad, and that's the launch. Completing this rocket it's just a very simple rocket. What's mostly important is the payload. Nothing special about this rocket, just 6 strap-on solid boosters and 1 central liquid fuel booster that can gimbal with some little wings at the side. Those are really useful. And yeah, it's a pretty cool rocket. Some aerodynamic effects at the start here, simply because it's going really fast and I'm pitching it maybe a little too sideways. Separation of the boosters there. Yeah, pretty good. The rover built inside has, I'm not sure if you can see it in the speed build, because the speed build, I modified many things after the finishing of the speed build. I added some nuclear little rod things, forgot what they're called, for energy, and some antennas so I can actually survive re-entry and, have control after entering Eve's atmosphere and landing, hopefully. So the hardest part of this craft was the re-entry system, because I tried different antenna configurations and most of them just completely failed because they burned during the re-entry. Then here we're configuring the whole alignment with the planets to make sure Eve is in the right place. You should look for around a 60 degrees between Eve and Kerbin to get the correct alignments. Here we got little encounter that we can set up with the little maneuver node. It was surprisingly hard for me to get to an encounter, because the first mission I ever did with this, I forgot to put on the SAS unit, and I thought foolishly that I could do it entirely with stability control without any of the nodes. And so I did it up until I reached Eve and didn't have any Delta V to slow down into the atmosphere. This is the escape burn from Kerbin that you're watching right now. Also, the music you're hearing right now is not by me, although a song by me is played soon. It's about to be played. I made it in LMS, open source software, really cool software. Totally recommend. I think it's starting now. Once this entire scene fades to black, where I get the encounter correct with Eve. There it is. That's how you know the transition. It goes from great music to terrible. Surprisingly, the music we were just hearing was actually just stock music. So this is the re-entry into Eve, and it's pretty fun, to be honest, building these Eve missions, because Eve has such a big gravity well that it's easy to reach. Unlike Duna, which has a small gravity well, it's kind of easy to reach Eve compared to Duna and such. Re-entry here. This is the part where I was just clenching everything, just because I knew that this could blow up at the slightest hitch. But as you can see, it did, and it's perfectly intact, and everything is fine. All the rover parts are there. We can deploy the antennas later. Got the parachutes deployed as well. That is quite surprising. Parachutes often burn up in the atmosphere with these kind of crafts. Here's the thing that I never thought would work: the separation system that I installed into the heat shield, because you need to actually land this, little pad, because landing on the heat shield is useless, because it's kind of be hard to dismount the rover. You can't deflate heat shields, which I think is absolutely stupid. You should be able to deflate heat shields and separate them easily, because heat shields are so aerodynamically influential. You'll see it later. The heat shield actually survived landing. It's just so resistant, and that's the problem. It can break your other parts. So, as you can see, approaching the surface, it's a beautiful Eve night. Might as well take a screenshot of it. In fact, I did, and I compiled a little gallery. Then I haven't used it for the thumbnail though. So, landing slowly, and then eventually reaching the Eve surface. Very nice. Everything's intact, surprisingly, after many attempts. This did blow up. So now this is added to the save file. Everything here is in the collaboration save file. Just a little rover, just to check out for this. This is a pretty good landing spot for actual crafts. So in the end, the mission was actually successful. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and definitely be sure to check out Jabuda and Kerbal Craft in links on your screen right now. Check out the collaboration playlist to see the other episodes, and definitely be sure to subscribe to any of our channels, or even all of our channels, and yeah, have fun.